Math Course 1, Unit 1, Fractions Review and Mastery, Topic 2, Equivalent Fractions. After each image, you should have an activity to do for most of your images that you view in this course. So get your workbooks out and follow along. Take a look at this image. What is an equivalent fraction? Equivalent fractions are fractions that look different but show the same amount or the same part of a whole. So today we're going to learn about equivalent fractions. Equivalent fractions are fractions that look different but have the same value. They show the same part of a whole. Look at the circles. Half means 1 out of 2 equal parts is shaded. 2/4 means 2 out of 4 equal parts are shaded. 4/8 mean 4 out of 8 equal parts are shaded. So even though the numbers are different, the shaded amount is exactly the same. So just remember, equivalent fractions are different fractions that represent the same amount. They are equal even though they look different. Pause the video to discuss the activity below. Now, let's find equivalent fractions. Finding equivalent fractions. So, this is how we find equivalent fractions. Equivalent fractions are fractions that have different numbers but show the same amount. Let's look at the example below. We start with half. To find an equivalent fraction, multiply the top number and the bottom number by the same number. If we multiply both by 2, this is what we get. 1 times 2 equals 2. 2 times 2 equals 4. Therefore, half equals 2/4. So remember, you must multiply or divide both the numerator, which is the top number, and the denominator, which are the bottom numbers, by the same number. So if you do, the fraction keeps the same value. It just looks different, but it's the same value. Pause this image, pause this video so that you can discuss the activity. Using a visual model with something at home. So using a visual model to understand fractions. So today we're going to use the visual model to help us understand fractions. A visual model is a picture or object that helps us see math more clearly. Look at the paper plate or just a regular plate that you are drawing a circle on and dividing into 4 pieces, equal parts. First, we divide it into 4 equal parts. Each part is 1/4 of the whole plate or the whole circle that you drew. Now, let's shade the parts. If we shade one part, we have 1/4. If we shade 3 parts, that means we have 3/4 because 3 out of 4 are shaded. So you can use many things at home like the paper plate, a pizza, a cookie, or even a piece of paper, like I said before, to practice fractions. Let's remember, fractions are easiest to understand when we can see the equal parts. Visual models helps us to see and understand fractions. Pause the video so you can discuss the activity in your student workbook. Comparing fractions with visual models. So we are comparing paper plates or your papers, your sheets of paper that you used or whatever you used as a visual model to show equivalent fractions because equivalent fractions name the same amount even though the parts are different. So look at the first paper plate or paper you drew on. It is divided into 2 equal parts. and one part is shaded. That means half of it is shaded. Now, look at the second paper plate or sheet you drew on. It is divided into 4 equal parts, and 2 parts are shaded. That is 2/4. Even though the plates are divided into a different number of pieces, the shaded amount is still the same. That means half and 2/4 are equivalent fractions. So remember, equivalent fractions may look different because because they use different numbers, but they always show the same amount of the whole. Excellent job. Pause this video to discuss the activity if there is one. Excellent job, creative learning adventurers. We will see you next time. As always, like, comment, and subscribe. You never know what type of course will come out with next that may assist you along your journey. Bye for now.